Today we have an example of a home being purchased for $500,000 with a $15,000 down payment. That's 3%, ladies and gentlemen, at a 6.25 interest rate on a 30-year loan term. Your monthly payment will be $2,986.23. This is not accounting for your home insurance and also your taxes. Throughout the 30 years, your total interest paid will be $590,000. That is 118% interest instead of the 6.25% interest that we're being quoted. The total amount paid in 30 years will be a little over $1 million. This is a breakdown of your amortization schedule for the first 24 months, showing you how much of your payment is being applied towards principal versus interest. As you can see, it's completely lopsided and we are being scammed. At month 228, you will finally see your payments leaning more towards the principal than it is interest. That's 19 years, y'all. This is ridiculous. Now look at this at year one. $30,000 is being applied towards the interest and only $5,600 towards the principal. The next year, roughly the same thing, so on and so forth. Well, if I told you that I know of a strategy to where you can leverage the equity in your home through a home equity line of credit, pay your principal down, and turn a 30-year mortgage into a 5-year mortgage, saving yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. Look, in these upcoming videos, I'm going to go more in details and really show you that it's time to learn how to push that line. Today we're going to break down some HELOC math so you can leverage your cash. Now let's say your home appraisal value is $600K with a current mortgage balance of $460K. That equals $140K in equity at a 95% LTV, which is loan to value of $570,000 minus your current mortgage balance of $460,000 will equal a $110K HELOC limit. The HELOC is a revolving line of credit at a variable interest rate. The interest cost calculations equals the HELOC balance times the interest rate and divided by 365 for the daily interest being charged. Example, a HELOC limit of $110K. Let's say you draw out $10K, leaving yourself with a HELOC balance of $10K and still have access to a whopping $100K. Let's say for this example, the interest is 10% on the HELOC. With a $10K balance, that equals $1K divided by 365. That equals $2.74 for the daily interest cost. You're hearing this right. Borrowing $10K out of your HELOC, the interest charge daily is only $2.74. Now let's talk about utilizing the paycheck and parking strategy by placing our income into the HELOC. Let's say your income monthly is $10K, broke down into bi-weekly paychecks of $5K. Monthly bills and expenses, $5K, which equals a cash flow of $5K monthly. The HELOC's $10K balance interest charge daily cost of $2.74 for 14 days will cost roughly $40 in interest until your bi-weekly paycheck of $5K is parked into the HELOC. The new balance of $5K on the HELOC times 10% divided by 365 is $500 divided by 365. That equals $1.37 in interest charge daily. That's roughly $20 total for the next 14 days until the next $5K paycheck is placed into the HELOC. The new HELOC balance will be roughly $60, which is the interest charge for the month. Now you can draw out an additional $10K from the HELOC to pay your monthly bills of $5K and use the additional $5K towards any debt you choose. With the initial $10K plus an additional $5K, that's $15K total, leverage from the HELOC could be placed on your mortgage principal to reduce the amount of the true cost of interest. By repeating this 10K monthly draws and placing your income into the HELOC, you will be able to pay an additional $5K per month on the principal on your mortgage. That's $65K of debt eliminated in 1 year. Also in 1 year, with the 10K monthly draws, that will be $120K leverage from your HELOC. The total interest cost at roughly $60 a month will be $720 of interest in 1 year. That's 0.006% interest on a 10% interest product. In these next upcoming videos, we're going to show you how you can utilize this to eliminate any debt you choose, because it's truly time to learn how to push that line. Remember, the purchase price for our home was $500,000. Look at all the interest paid and the total amount paid if we was to rock with this for the whole 30 years. Now let's say it's year 4 and you just found out about this HELOC strategy. You already paid $120K in interest, getting your ending balance down to $460,000. Now with that current mortgage balance of $460K, let's say your home appraised for $600K and you end up getting a HELOC for a $110K limit. Look at the previous video to see how we leveraged $10K per month from the HELOC and managed to put our cash flow towards our debt. Now we dropped that $15K off the break, eliminating years 5 and 6 and $57K in interest gone. With $5K monthly principal payments for the next 10 months, will essentially eliminate years 7 through 11. That's 5 years. $133K in interest turned into $20K in interest paid. In year 1, we have eliminated $170K in interest, $65K in principal, and a whopping 7 years off of our mortgage. Following this plan, we'll have your mortgage paid off within the next 5 to 7 years, saving you hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest costs. I'm going to show you how we can break down the expenses to increase our value in these later videos, because it's truly time to learn how to push that line.